Hello, everyone. I hope you've been enjoying our coverage of the Sailor Moon celebration. I am Nick T of the Nickscast, also here with.
Nick G of the Nickscast.
We've been having a blast here at the Sailor Moon celebration, and rather than go on about all the things that we did, you can just see them. They're probably, I don't know, there's things here, or maybe up here, then, like maybe in G's face. I don't know. I was looking at the camera and not at G's face, so I honestly could have poked you in the eyes. But we wanted to do something a little bit different, and we're just going to do the part that I think is the most important about any sort of convention. Talk about either why you should come or why you should not come, starting with the first question. G, why should you come to the Sailor Moon celebration?
Well, if you like Sailor Moon, it's probably a good place to go.
Boo. I know, it's fair. It's the obvious answer when you have a very specific con.
Yes. That is the draw. That is what everyone is here to do. That is what everyone is here to celebrate. But now Sailor Moon was the first anime I ever watched. It got me in. I have a fondness for Sailor Moon, but I wouldn't say I'm a fan at this point. However, seeing everyone kind of, I don't know, be on the same page, everyone has been really nice. Everyone has been, feeling the same good vibes as everyone else. The venue even, like especially this greenery outside.
Yeah. As you saw from some of the earlier footage, just how they transformed a weird, banal mezzanine into this vendor's market with people and all sorts of things going on.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna. For some reason, I thought this was gonna take over the Science Center.
Yeah.
And it hasn't. The Science Center is completely functional still. There's just a few more people cosplaying.
I would say one of the reasons why you should come to the Sailor Moon celebration is actually not necessarily if you're a fan of Sailor Moon, but if you grew up in the 90s, yeah, that's where I'm going with this.
You're gonna be feeling it.
Yeah. No, but actually, so some of the guests were like John Stalker, who did Beastly and some other characters on the Care Bears. He's done a number of different voices. He worked with Tracy Moore on Sailor Moon. I'm a little bit iffy on that.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of other voice actors. Sugar Lynn Beard. Sugar Lynn Beard.
Being not only the voice of Chibi Moon, but also a VJ.
Yeah.
A YTV VJ.
And I don't mean like, oh, well, those were people and they did things in the 90s. I mean, like, we talked to Sailor Bear, and he was talking about being a gay man growing up in the 90s and how Sailor Moon was, like, helpful in that sense. Like, you can also see that video, but when I heard that, it reminded me that people are here not just because they love Sailor Moon, but because there's a whole story about that time period and the impact that it had on their lives. And I mean, yeah, you have to have a love of Sailor Moon, but I think it's a bit broader than that.
Like it's Sailor Moon it's not just fans, like as you said, not just fans of the series, it means something. Like it means something a little more than just like, oh, that show that was on, like the Girl Guides are here. Because
Yes.
Sailor Moon is all like empowering women and empowering girls. And like it's a very logical connection. And that's kind of, everyone's on that same page, and it's great.
Lulu was just telling us off camera that also this con is run by women. I mean, not exclusively women, but the con chair is Emily Gonsalves, who we have interviewed several times, and which led us to actually be here at all. Right. And I think that's an indicator of the power of like the show. It's the impact that the show has had, and that's one of the reasons why you should come out.
It's not just people who saw it in the 90s, and it's not just little kids, and it's everyone.
Yeah, although there are little kids here. Like you have families of people here. You have people like our age who grew up watching the show, maybe some of which who have families, maybe don't. You have younger people who have gotten into Sailor Moon Crystal, or just watched it at a slightly younger age than we did. There's all sorts of different people here. Why should you not come to the Sailor Moon celebration? I should also mention you should come if you're in Toronto, because it's like right here.
Yeah.
It's super easy. It's only a day.
It is only a day. It's like, so like if you're a little further out, might not be worth it. It's a lot is jam packed into the day. It's just like one kind of explosion on Saturday. It's a packed schedule. You can't see everything.
No, there's like 4 rooms of events going on. There's like crafting in one. There's a lot of stuff happening outdoors here, a lot of casual chill kind of stuff. And then you have 2 rooms, like a panel room and a main stage where sometimes they're playing things and sometimes they're doing a Q&A and things like that. Despite there being only those 2 things running from 11 o'clock till 9 o'clock this evening, it's packed. There's like tiny little breaks in the schedule, but that's it. I realized the why not question quickly becomes a like, you know what? Like, forget it. You should go anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to flip this question on its head and say, don't come if you hate cosplay, because there's a lot of great cosplay, and I don't think there's any more costume that people like to turn into different other kinds of that costume than the Sailor Scout uniform. So that's been awesome to see.
I mean, it's co-opted. You get like Wonder Woman, like Sailor Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
You get people who have taken Sailor Moon and just put it into a different genre, like some sort of zombie apocalypse or steampunk. I haven't seen any of that here, but like it is Sailor Moon being that entry point into anime for a lot of people.
It's that bow and like a little sailor that's instantly recognizable. Yeah. And once you do that, you can go anywhere with the costume.
Yeah. So why not? Why not? Yeah, cosplay. If you don't like Sailor Moon, just don't.
Come see Tuxedo Melvin. That was amazing.
Tuxedo Melvin.
One of the first guys we saw when we came in. Like, that's great. I don't know enough about the show to get recognize like a lot of the deep cuts or the lesser known characters, but I remembered him. He sprung something in the back of my head.
There's been a lot of deep cuts.
I mean, mostly very Sailor Scouts. Yes.
Right. So off camera, Lulu's telling us about some of the like less common characters. So we've seen a few of the Scouts in their high school uniforms. There's been a Moonlight Knight, which is an anime only thing, because he was during the Doomtree Cardian saga where Tuxedo Mask lost his memories, and
there's a lot of that shows in there.
We've been watching through the Deke dub, and it's like, my goodness, we haven't even gotten through the first arc, like the first, Sailor Moon blank before it goes to Sailor Moon S or R or whatever.
Man.
And the manga is just like bam, 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 bam. Anyway, long story short about not coming, you should come. Don't even take my advice on why not come.
Don't worry about it.
If you're in Toronto, come. If you don't like Sailor Moon, don't come. That's
pretty much it.
That's a good way to summarize it.
But it's, if you want, a good time with fans and chill, and I don't know, maybe see the Science Center if you want. It's pretty cool, I guess.
Want to meet some cool people? As you'll have seen, we met a lot of really cool people who were cool on and off camera.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've ever encountered somebody who's only cool on camera.
Not yet.
Everyone's very genuine.
Everyone's been really nice.
Would you come back next year?
Yes.
I would also come back. It was a lot of fun. It's only a day, and it's pretty affordable, and it's not that bad. And like you said, if you want to go to the Science Center, if you're, for whatever reason, not engaged enough, you can go to the Science Center and then see a bunch of really cool science stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure there are like a few Sailor Scouts
roaming,
just learning about the world.
Fighting the Yoma that appear in the various parts.
That's right.
It's just like Nephrite and Zoisite and all those people are just, waiting in the shadows, like, yes.
Lurking in the butterfly pavilion.
Oh, that'd be great. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for our footage of whatever con we go to next.
That's right. See you then.
Stay tuned for our footage of Con Bravo whenever that gets released. We're not there yet when we're recording this now because time travel isn't possible.
But by the time you're watching this, we won't
not
be there yet, but we will be. And then after that, you'll get to see our footage from that, at which point we'll tell you to go to twitch.tv/raceagainst-time, and you just cut all this out.
Thanks for watching. Bye.